All right, we are back, everybody. And before the break, we were speaking to Jamie Etheridge, a musician who shared his drug recovery journey with us. And now we have Blake Fleet joining us. So Blake counseled Jamie, actually, as he was going through treatment at Chrysalis. He is a counselor and a clinical director there at Chrysalis Continuing Care in the RiNo neighborhood. Blake, thank you so much for joining us. He was talking about recovery and how much the support that he has given has meant to that healing process. Tell me a little bit from your end, how important the therapist-client trust is in trying to help somebody out.
Oh yeah, I think it's incredibly important. You know, if you don't trust the therapist, if you don't trust what's happening, it's really hard for it to work, right? And I feel like that relationship you have with your provider, feeling like they actually care about you, that they want the best for you. Is extremely important in the recovery process. So yeah, I would totally agree that relationship is paramount. So yeah.
Blake, how long have you been working with Jamie now?
You know, I can't go into details.
Okay,
about
sure,
that.
sure,
yeah,
understand,
yeah. So
understand that.
If you want to answer.
Yeah, it's been, I'll answer. I mean, yeah, of course. It's been, yeah, I'd say it's been like 7 months since we first met and we're working. So about 7 months ago, yeah, 7 to 8 months ago, yeah.
Yeah.
How close would you guys say that you guys are?
I trust him with everything. As far as when it comes to opening up 100%, I trust Blake. You know, I feel like we've always been pretty honest with each other, and it feels good to be able to trust him. Yeah, so it's not all the time that you meet someone, especially a therapist, you feel open with. But yeah, I feel open with Blake, and I was fortunate to have him working with me.
Blake, how did you help get Jamie to a point where he can trust you?
Well, I think one thing that I do in the counseling process is I'm just myself in the room. I don't try to, what I would say is some therapists, sometimes you kind of feel like they're playing a role. They're like kind of like, I'm pretending to be a therapist. I just try to be myself. This is who I am. It doesn't go without the expertise. Like I have to know what I'm talking about. I have to be able to lead somebody through the process of what's going on. And I also had, I think, honesty. Like being honest with somebody, knowing that you're not going behind their back, that they can share something and it's going to stay there. That whatever comes up is you're going to be good for your word and all that. So that's at least what I try to do when I'm in the therapy session.
And we know that continually showing up for somebody in recovery is big. You can't just be there sometimes. It's on a regular basis that you have to always show up.
Oh yeah, and people go through, a lot of times in early recovery, people go through multiple relapses all the time, where it's like a highs and lows. You know, you'll see that, and so. You know, one thing that we do at Chrysalis, at least we try to do, is to stay with somebody as long as we can through that process of early recovery, because it's a trial and error process of figuring out what's going to work.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We asked Jamie before the break, kind of, you know, from his perspective, what some advice he'd give to anybody at home that might be struggling. They may know somebody who's struggling. From the professional side of things, I want to ask you the same question.
You know, and I think I would say a lot of the same things that Jamie said. I would just say that there are resources out there. There's things available. Finding treatment providers. You know, you can give, even if you don't know where to go, you can give us a call. You can give other facilities a call as well. We're usually willing to help navigate that, because what somebody might need when they're ready and all that might be different. So.
And we have just a few seconds left. Since you brought up the resources, I'm wondering, can you list some of them for anybody that might be?
Yeah, I mean, I would think if there's quite a few in the community, almost too much to list, I would say you could always give us a call at Chrysalis. We'd be happy to navigate if we came and treat you. Psychology Today is a great resource to find a therapist. And honestly, just Googling treatment providers, depending on what you need. Sometimes it can be really hard to navigate.
All right, awesome. Yeah. Blake Fleet, Jamie Etheridge, thank you guys so much for this conversation. We very much appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us on.